What's up, Knights of Vex? I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. That is a meme that has been going around the past couple days that has been absolutely slaying me. I had a total blast doing it. If you guys haven't been on like TikTok or Instagram, you're going to find it somewhere. That is a roaming meme right now with John Hamm. It kills me. But what we have to talk about today is a major update by Capital Games with giving out a ton of freebies. I mean, we're talking 5,000 crystals, and I have to give them credit because this whole 10th year anniversary has overall been very disappointing, and I don't want to be a negative person. I do love this game, and there are a lot of positive things about it, but I think we can, for the most part, admit the 10th year anniversary is still disappointing, but they're doing the right thing by compensating the entire player base with a ton of free rewards. The biggest thing being 5,000 crystals. Now, guys, what I want to show you today is the post that I am talking about, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is the post. We're going to transition right over to the post over here. And this came out today. I'm going to post this tomorrow morning. But it's a compensation update by Capital Games. And they're pretty much talking about the 10th year anniversary, not wanting it to be a failed rollout. And they want to compensate the player base. This is really bright on my screen. So if I'm looking bright, it's because it's pure white. So anyway, they say in the update, during our 10th year anniversary and the launch of Coliseum over the last few weeks, the game has suffered various issues that needed to be hotfixed or resulted in poor gameplay experience. For example, that Grand Arena lag was absolutely a problem for most players on mobile devices. I received a ton of reports of players timing out against characters like Pirate King Hano or Naka or Maul. Like, that lag affected GAC matches, so this was clearly the right thing to do, but that's what they're talking about for the most part. There were still some bugs in Coliseum, missing buttons, lag, not being able to load into the game. That is what they are referring to. We recognize the frustration this has caused and appreciate your patience while we work to resolve those issues. It's important to us that our 10-year anniversary is an exciting celebration to the game. We all enjoy playing. In the spirit of that, we are providing a compensation package to show our appreciation to you, our players. The compensation will be for everyone over player level 20. So, if you guys just decide to start the game today, or during this period, if you start the game, you're going to get these rewards. You have to be over player level 20, though. So, if you guys took a break from the game, you decided to quit the game, or you're a new player, or you're still playing, make sure you log in during this time frame. You do not want to miss these crazy rewards. The compensation they are talking about, I've said it 5 times already, 5,000 crystals. That is no joke. That's a lot. That is quite a bit of crystals. And my whole experience of playing, I could be wrong, this might have been the greatest or biggest crystal payout they have ever given to the player base in history. I don't remember another time where they gave this amount of crystals. I definitely remember getting 1,000, maybe even 2,000 once. Never have I ever seen 5,000 crystals. If I'm wrong about that, let me know down below. But that is a crazy amount of crystals. On top of that, we're also getting a 1 All Legacy Tier 5 Lightspeed token. If I recall what Tier 5 is, I'm pretty sure that's involving a relic. I'm going to check in game to double check that, but that is also very nice to have. It pretty much means that's like in the pool of any character that you want that's a part of the whole character selection. So that seems pretty good. I mean, you're getting a free character at Relics. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. We're going to double check in game. You're getting 25,000 episode points as well. So if you guys are having trouble finishing your episode track or you're towards the end, you're going to complete that even faster and start to get some more of the credits or the era level currency to level up your characters. Because once you hit the max rank, you start to get more currency once you get past the max tier. So that's also very nice to have. You're getting 5,000 era currency. That's nice to have. 2750 of the MK1 Grek ability module. We're going to show you in-game what exactly that is. That's pretty much what you're using to level up your era level units. You're getting some of that. I'm getting 150k MK1 basic performance core as well. Another material needed to upgrade your characters in the era unit stage. Then we're going to the MK2, which is kind of like the tier 2. It's going to be 300 MK2 form ability material, as well as 10,000 era level currency, which is great, and 3 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards, which I think a majority of the community is going to have at Relic 9 anyway. And they say, again, thank you for your patience and understanding feedback during this time. We look forward to seeing you on the holo table. So that's pretty much the post that CG released today about the freebies. And now I want to go into game to show you guys exactly what they are in the flesh. So, crystals. Obviously, we all know what crystals are. But the materials that they are giving out are this. This is the MK1 Grek ability module. And I believe the MK2 is going to be the form ability right here. As long, I'm not sure if they're giving that. I know they're definitely giving these two for sure. That was listed in the post. And then you're going to get some of this currency here as well. That's going to be pretty helpful. Your episode track is going to be here. If you guys aren't familiar with your episode points, pretty much if you go down to your episode track and get your over here, this is an episode point, so you're going to complete your track even faster. Also, want to mention that you're technically getting 2 free characters at Relics, 2, because in the post I did mention you are getting a Lightspeed token. But when you think about it, if you go to your error store and error shipment, you're getting 5,000 of this currency. 5,000. So you could technically get a free character at Relic 5. Or you can build towards your Relic 10 materials. So that is very nice to have. You're getting 2 possible Relic characters plus 5,000 crystals with this and all the other currency. This needed to happen. This was the right thing for CG to do. It needed to happen, but I'm hoping that it's not the end. I hope this is just compensation for how laggy, how disruptive the gameplay was for the update. I still think there needs to be some changes for Colosseum, and just the structure in general, I'm really not a big fan of it. So while we're here, I think a nice change that I miss from the old system that I'm not a fan of the new, is I don't get to use any of these new characters in Grand Arena. It just seems like a huge slap in the face. Like, I have these error units, and like I was previously, I am taking these characters to 7-star. So this, I believe, is my alt account, so don't refer to my alt account, but if you go, let me see if I can look at it on my main. This is actually my free-to-play account. But if you go over to my main account, we're going to go to Allies over here and try to search me, Vexatron. Let's see if you can look at error level units. So yes, I have Luke and IG-90 to 7-star. And that's the normal process of what I would do back in the day. I would, when I first started content, I would get these characters to 7-star and then use them in Grand Arena and have some fun with it. Right now, they're in a hold, and since I'm not, leveling up a crazy amount through the error level currency, I'm not getting any of those packs, I don't get to do anything with them. And I feel like the 7-star is not really doing much for me right now. And once they're going to be released, it's going to be months down the line. And who knows if I'm going to be able to unlock Spider Legs Mall. So I think, not being able to utilize these characters immediately after gearing or after getting them a 7-star is not fun. And with my endgame account, I'm pretty much able to take a character all the way to Gear 13 on day 1. So it seems like a big slap in the face to the players that have been playing for a long time. I think there still needs to be changes with Colosseum. I do. I find it kind of boring. I find it repetitive. I know you're going to say that about every single game mode. It's just the way I feel. So, moral of the story is I hope that Capital Games isn't just trying to throw this in here to compensate for the frustration with the community about the game mode. They're not going to do any changes. It should be about purely the lag and the disruption of gameplay. Like, over here, it's just, I don't really think that this is very fun. I'm not learning much about these characters. There's just so much, it's different. And another big question that I've had, back in the day was when you would go hard for a character, sometimes there would be a Datacron associated with them. What's going to happen now that we have these error level units and, you're going to get a Datacron and you're not going to be able to use them until they're unlocked? I don't know how it's going to be. It's just frustrating, but it's just I know the bosses change all the time, but it's the same thing every 4 days. There needs to be some other change. There just straight up does. And I'm over here, I'm just winging it. I'm just going for random attacks, but it's just not super fun. If you're a new player, I don't think that this is very exciting gameplay. And it stinks that, the future of this game is going to rely pretty much on Colosseum for your new characters and not be able to play with the new ones right away. It just kind of stinks. That's just my opinion. So, I just wanted to say, there still needs to be changes done to Colosseum no matter what. It's still not a perfect game mode. The leaderboards are absolutely useless in my opinion. I just don't think that anyone really cares. I mean, I personally don't. I don't really care if I'm top 10 on the Coliseum leaderboards. It doesn't really mean anything. All we care about is the rewards, and obviously, this is my free-to-play account. I'm not going to be able to compete at all, so it is what it is. I just think there still needs to be changes done. So, hopefully we leave our voices heard with Capital Games, and they make changes to this game mode. Maybe reconsider how we can utilize these characters right away. I mean, how do you guys feel? Don't you guys want to be able to use these characters right away? I know as an endgame player, I definitely was able to without spending a crazy amount of money. You could take them to 5-star, bring them to relic levels, and still have use. Obviously, Relic Delta impacts that a little bit, but I still was able to get them up and running. That's the whole point. So, as nice as the freebie is, I'm not satisfied with the game mode or... And another big question, guys, is how the heck is Spider Legs Mall going to be with the 7-star variant? Like I mentioned in my previous videos, I mentioned today, I'm not buying these. I am not buying these packs. I don't want to. I don't want to invest in the era levels. I don't think it's worth it. It's not fun. Am I going to be able to still unlock a 7-star mall with only bringing the characters to 7-star but not investing in the era levels? We need to find out more about that. We need to get that informed. We have to figure out if that's going to be a thing, and they're not letting us know, probably because it's the first time around and they want to see what players are going to do and see how much they're going to spend. So that is pretty much going to wrap up today. I want to talk about the compensation update. Very happy about it. It's good, but it's not the end. I think it's just something that Capital Games needed to do for all the lag and the problems that came out with this update. But hopefully they have their ears open and listen to the community about what this game mode is like and what they should do going forward. So hopefully they go in the right direction here, but hopefully this guys helped you. If it did, leave a like, comment down below, and as always, subscribe to the channel, become a Knight of X. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.